Hello everybody and welcome to Champions Cup quarter-final. Nearly said semi-final there. Quarter-final. Today we've got two games. So this is the second semi-final that was played, I guess. AndyDavo, last season's finalist with his, I think they're called Boring Dwarfs. Massive, massive dwarf team. Loads of guard. So strength, Agi Blitzer. Strength up runner with the extra movement is amazing. Two troll slayers, both with pom, one with jugs, and backup runner with a strip, a little sacker runner. Strip ball, wrestle, tackle, which is a nice combination. And he's got three bench there, just two bear long beards and one mighty blow guard one. Up against Diomed's Rats. Diomed's Rats have my favourite player in Chalice, which is this Clawpom Rat Ogre, which is absolutely ridiculous. It's murdered everyone. Like everyone he's played against, this guy's just been an absolute machine. He's got a natural one turner, a natty. That's sprint, leap, sure feet, and block and movement. Just a blodge gutter runner, and then he's also got this bad boy, which is pretty nice. Wrestle, dauntless, leap, tackle. Yeah, he's got a tackle mighty blow, storm vermin, a guard stand firm, storm vermin, and he's got a kick rat. But let's get into it. So we're going to switch the view. It is Diomed's drive. He has 3 rerolls. He has a wizard. He has 2 babes, and he has an extra apo. And he's just got 3 rerolls, and obviously an apo. So this is a weird, funny matchup. Rats with a wizard are pretty. Rats with a natty with a wizard are pretty goddamn terrifying. Dwarves are pretty slow, as we all know, and it can be tricky. It can be tricky. I mean, the whole thing is the dwarves want to smash the rats off the pitch, and the rats don't want to play Blood Bowl at all. They want to play Blood Bowl for 2 turns, or well, that's a bit harsh. 3 turns. So like turn 7, turn 8, and then turn 16, and hopefully get the win. I don't know with the wizard. It depends how aggressive he wants to be with the wizard. He could go for like a quick score into like turnover with the wizard, try and get to 2-0 at half time. But I mean, this is a Dakar. So this is just, I mean, the ball's in the end zone, which is a little bit scary. There's the 1 in 36 chance. Just running everybody back. I mean, setting up with a Roger this deep was probably an indication. And the way Andy's set up here as well is to dodging that gutter runner before you move that gutter runner seems lazy. Oh right, no, it's because this guy is going up the pitch. Not sure why. Maybe to try and, yeah, it's probably trying to draw the dwarves out, which is done. Mission accomplished. Hello Koala, how's it going, mate? I saw your game the other day, dudes. I did watch it the other day. But yeah, so Andy's just moving up a little bit, nothing too special. You want to keep it nice and balanced on both sides. I'm assuming this Troll Slayer is going to go and palm this gutter runner. Not sure why this gutter runner's there, to be honest. It does pull the shape a little bit, because like, normally you want like the 2 columns. But it's just got a nice line there. Gets the pow. There's a stun. Piles on. And he's gone. 1 rat down. So Diomed decided to give him 1 rat to punch. He punched it and now it's gone. So it looks like he's just going to move back a little bit. Yeah, just waiting it out, to be fair. And like, he can't Apo that gutter runner, of course, because this guy needs the Apo. I guess he's got 2 Apos. Just seems such a waste. Yeah, that's fair, mate. That's fair. I was a bit confused at that point. I was a bit confused when he left just a 1D on the ball So that was a bit confusing. But other than that, it was a decent game. Decent game. Very difficult matchup. Very difficult matchup. Yeah, so like this is the thing now, like Andy's just got plenty of time to pull all his guys into some sort of shape. Don't know how many times Andy's faced a Dakar. I remember fatting Dakar against him, and I remember fatting I think he snaked a dodge with a war dancer or something and then lost horribly. Like literally lost horribly. And that is the thing with the Dakar, right? So the Dakar is actually quietly getting buffed in 2020. Well, actually, no, it's not really, is it? Basically, you can use multiple rerolls in 2020. So when it comes to the crunch turn, you can reroll stuff. But having said that, like you can't reroll the same action. So I guess if you fail that one particular action, then you can't re-roll it. It's only like different actions. So just a skip turn there from Diomed if you didn't see it. And he's shuffling around, trying to sort of get a bit more balance. So he's got two stand firm on this side, stand firm in the middle. He's got strength over on this side. He's got his tackle on the outside. Smooth on the inside. So that's what he's basically done. He's got his tackle on the outside, one guy in the middle. And then obviously he's surfing for it because it's Andy. Hello, Lil Baz. How's it going, mate? So moving up a little bit. What turn are we on? We're on turn 5. So moving up a little bit. It's gonna be hard to break the Dwarven line. Like you don't really want to use the wizard to break the line at all. And the wizard is kind of a win condition. I mean, the natty, the wizard are the win conditions, right? He's obviously not going for any kind of attrition. Crunch on the, I was thinking that crunch on the outside, smooth on the inside. He's got his tackle. I'd probably, the thing is as well with this long beard, because he's movement 4, like if you put him on one side, it's difficult because he's not going to make it back to the other side. So, like normally, I think you have the slower guys in the middle and you have the faster guys on the edge. But it's difficult. I don't play a lot of dwarves, so I don't really know how I like to do it. With orcs, particularly, I like the strength on the outside, so I like the black orcs on the outsides, and then I like the blitzers behind because they're faster. It's a much easier way to deal with it. So it's actually moving backwards, which is fair, I guess. I mean, he didn't really need to come over the halfway line in the first place, but I mean, this tends to be the best way to deal with a Dakar. Is obviously you just ignore it and wait for them to make the breakthrough turn, because it's really hard to stretch the sides. All I would argue is potentially stand firm here and a stand firm here, because then it needs to power to go around the outside. But then because he's got the two guys back as sweepers, it limits the numbers in the line. So, and he's definitely edging up towards this way, which is that the way I would go? I don't know. It's tough, isn't it? With the stand firm here, I may go this way, but this guy's got stand firm as well, so. But he's keeping the ball central, so he can go either way if he wants to. But the big issue for Andy is probably the Rat Ogre, because he's obviously gonna just pile through, try and smash a hole somewhere, and then follow it up. So we're getting tense. Turn 6. Let's see what Davo does. Is he gonna take a blitz on something? He is. He's hitting the tackle mighty blow. Gets the pow. No assist needed because you got strength 4. Gets a KO. So Andy's had 2 punches so far and he's had 2 removals. 1 Kaz, 1 KO. He's going in for the base on the ball. Oh, that's not the ball, that's the ball. Oh yeah, he's basing the ball. This is tricky. He's cutting these rats off as well. It's just basing up. Yeah, base up. Problem is the Roger. So how the hell do you get out of this? So just, yeah, you can't leave these two. So it's gonna run across. So Rat Ogre. Are we gonna blitz the stand firm, or are we gonna blitz? We're blitzing one of these, that's for sure. He blitzes the stand firm, gets the push. Oh, he's got jugs. Glorious jugs! And he does get the power on the follow-up as well. Now this is a 2, well this is still a 1D at the moment. He has got the 1 in 36 here. And the 1 in, oh, there's the 1. Rerolls it. He's got 3 rerolls. How fast is this guy? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, he's hittable there. Easily hittable. Does make that is huge, that dodge there. If he failed that dodge, he's in big trouble. Does the double GFIs after the reroll? He has to. And if that dodge fails, it's also a little bit hairy. So he's in scoring range. For turn 8, he's got 2 good scoring threats. This guy is probably still a scoring threat, but not the best. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's double GFI. So gets the pom there. I think people were talking about some sort of push play here to actually hit the ball. I think push this Longbeard. I think there was like some weird chain where you can push this Longbeard with the Troll Slayer like through here onto the ball. So yeah, Andy didn't go for it. I mean, it's like a lot of squares to fill as well. You'd have to fill this square, this square, this square, and then blitz with the Slayer. I think he might have even had to dodge as well. Push him in. But, I mean, this is pretty solid, so he's just packed it. This is what Elliot calls jamming. He's just jammed in. So, problem with this is it's 2 plus, 2 plus, and that is not a 2 plus. That is a snake, and that is a horrible snake. That is a horrible snake. To stop the drive, but I mean Andy's defended. This is an absolute dream for Andy, and the question now is how many players does he surf? I bet he took some time on this one just to go, how many players can I surf here? And it could be like a lot. It could be a lot. So he's got this one here already. If he moves this guy, he's got he can surf this one as well. Gets the pow, diced with the pow. Gets a KO. Piles on the KO. Into Kaz. Wow. Rewarded. Rewarded. And that is an Apo. So he's still at 3 gutter runners. Of course, he just wasted this gutter runner, honestly. Like, I feel really sad that it died straight away. It just seemed like, I understand why, like, if he survives the hit, then he runs around and he just chases him with a couple of guys, and it's a bit of a nightmare, but, like, he kept him in, he was in range of being blitzed, and he just got Kaz straight away. So, 0-0 at half time. Huge snake from Diomed. Wizard still in play. Andy much the happier with the 2. But it's still game on, right? So the KO doesn't come back, which is horrible because it's a 1 and he's got double babes. So it literally had to be a 1 to keep him out. So there was 1 bench though, wasn't there, for the rats? It was the kick guy. So he's still at 10. 10 rats is enough, right? 10 rats is more than enough. Like, obviously you want it to be 1-0 up, but if you're rats and you're gonna have 10 players at half time against this team, like, you take it at the start of the game, 100%. Spence send 2 or 3. I don't know, Baz, mate. I don't know. I just think, like, with limited bench, and it's a gutter runner as well. Like, the gutter runners are the bread and butter of Skaven, aren't they, really? Like, at least get him out of range so he can't be blitzed, but even then, like, I just don't know. Like, I've never dackered and thrown someone up. Like, it's when I first started learning how to play Blood Bowl. Like, what I always used to do was send a guy up round the screen. So, like, when they're screening, I'd run a goat up, and then it'd always get blitzed and killed. Like it was just the sack, it'd just literally die. And like I've kind of stopped doing it now. Because it just makes it so easy for your opponent just to like go, right, I can't hit anyone else, I can only hit this guy. And the thing is where he's back here, right? Where he's back here and the rat's here, like it's not even like a mad threat. Like, because he's still got to do the work to get past the guys on the center. There's a blitz, that's game on. It's really dodgy, and it's really sad to set up as well. He's got kick, so why would you set up on this side and then kick it over here? What has he done that for? Is it because these guys are set up like this? That's really weird. I don't know about this setup and this kick. Like, if you've got kick, you've just got to kick it down here, right? You've just got to kick it down here. And then you've got to try and wrestle this guy down or something like that. Or you've got Juggernaut, haven't you? You've got Juggernaut Rat Ogre. The Rat Ogre doesn't actually move, which is a shame. And it stays in, which is probably... I guess it's better that it stays in for Andy, to be honest. But he's on the sideline, which is absolutely horrific. So, just trying to do all the right stuff first to get the ball as safe as possible. I don't know how he even gets this safe, to be honest. He's going to need some GFIs, I think. Maybe not, no, maybe not. Problem is the screen is where this guy isn't there. Oh, there's a Kaz. Where this guy isn't one square up, it means that he can't screen with this guy here. Because there'll be a channel. But then I don't know if you want to even think about doing a GFI that early. Oh right, no, he's got the troll stair. Right, there we go. It's just basing. That's nice. Who's he blitzing? The Saka? Yeah. Gets the POW, which is amazing. And now this is okay-ish. He has got leap though, right? So he might, yeah, he might go for this. Yeah, he does. Bolt. That extra move in there is massive. That's literally probably saved him. Like he's got it in 2 tackle zones now instead of just the 1. If he stayed there, the ball would have scattered there, and it would have been wide open. I don't know if I would have gone for that. I might have done. Like the thing is if it scatters, like the problem is, right, is how many of these scatters are actually good. This is bad, this is bad, that's okay, that's not great, that's okay, and that's brilliant. So, oh, the loner fail on the Roger Blitz. So, and it's a snake as well. It's like, and he KOs himself. So my favourite player in the whole of Chalice just falls over and knocks himself out. More open, I guess. People hated on this. Good, I guess. Yeah, 3 out of 8. It's not that bad. Like looking at it, thinking about it with a clear head, it's not that bad. I just think. I think the bit before that was bad. The fact that he set up on one side and then kicked the ball to the other side just seems crazy. Like, and I know why he did it because obviously Andy set up with the wall here. But if you've got kick, like. You got to spread the dwarves, so you got to like do the 8-player column thing, spread across, find a weak spot, kick it. The kick is like massive, and he kicked it to a position where no one could reach. I mean, obviously he might have tried to kick it like here, and it obviously gives you like the further down and stuff. But like all these guys were here, and then he kicked it here. Like he must have kicked it somewhere like in this region. Like you either kick it here and like I say, go through the stand firm with the Juggernaut, which probably would have failed anyway because of the ones. There's a KO off a dodge, and all of a sudden, right? All of a sudden, so we've had 2 turns of the second half, and he's got 2 more Kaz rats, and he's got 2 more KO'd rats. So he's lost 4 players in 2 turns. I guess one was like obviously the blitz turn. And now this is like he's not got the wizards. His natty is stuck here. I'm probably guessing this is going to get fouled every turn. Unless Andy can figure some way of surfing it. He's probably thinking, how the hell do I surf this? The KO Apo kept that poor foul magnet on the field. Oh, what here? Yeah. But it's like, you have to Apo it. There's no way you can't Apo it. It's the only thing he's got left, really, isn't it? It's literally the only thing he's got left. Like, these two gutter runners. And, like, if he sacks it, it's... Oh, he's got this gutter runner here as well, I guess. Where's this? Alright, so it's just eye cage and regard. And this guy's, yeah. So 2, 3. It's tough. Leap out. Yeah. Hey! Oh my god, that's horrific. Like, every time he's tried to make a play. Oh, he thought it was surfed. He thought it was surfed, the Apo, because he thought it was safe. He said in game. Ah, okay. I understand what you're saying now. I suspect if he realised where it, he'd have two babes try and let him do the work. Yeah, that does suck somewhat. But the thing is, the way it's going is, even if he gets surfed and he lets it get KO'd. Okay, yeah, I guess two babes, because he needs 3 for the LOS, right? So he needs 3 for the LOS. He's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, just let it go. Yeah, I guess you do just let it go. Yeah. If this guy gets cast, it's Ripperoonie. Does get a removal. Someone made a poll of whether he should not foul out of sportsmanship. That's ridiculous. That's hilarious. Why would you not foul? It's like, it's literally the only way you, like, you don't even lose this game at the point. You get a tie and you go into overtime. I guess, right, I guess he scores a 1 turn on turn 16 and then obviously wins the toss and then scores another 1 turn on turn 17, but here he comes. Andy just chasing rats. It's hilarious. They're like, just let me be, let me be. I mean, he can pick this up. It ends the career of a group of pixels. I know, yeah, just pass him the ball. I've cast so many of your players, I'll tell you what, I'll just pass you the ball. Oh, he's going for the surf, and there's another double one. Oh my god. He has rolled just horrifically, to be honest. Like, Diomed has like, literally failed everything that... Every time he's tried to make a play, it's just been a snake, to be honest. So, it's really unfortunate. I don't think he's played badly at all. He just hasn't rolled anything that's allowed him to play any kind of Blood Bowl. I mean, the Dakar has its own risks anyway, doesn't it? The Dakar has its risks, but I think it's probably the right, correct play in this particular matchup. I don't know about the suicidal gutter runner turn 1. It's hard. I don't think I would have personally run it down. Now this is the... Whoa, he's dead, Jim. And he's out of our post, so he is dead. Volcajo is well worth that send-off. Well worth that. And that's game, right? That's just game there. That is a GG. Probably going to foul this one as well now. I mean, he's got 3 bench anyway. I can't remember if Andy's actually lost a dwarf in this whole chalice run. Has he lost a single player? I can't remember him losing a player, which is insane for dwarfs. Like, Andre lost 3, not in playoffs. Andre lost 3 in one game. Like, Andre was pretty good. Like, Andre's dwarf team was probably on, well, not quite as good as Andy's, but it was pretty damn good. Yeah, hello, game education. Yeah, of course they feel attached to it, but like the thing is, right, there's a difference between um like Chalice and Ladder. And the thing is with Chalice is it's a one-off game, right? It's a one-off game. You either win it or you lose it, and if you lose it, your team is dead anyway. So like Appos you get way more power Appos in Chalice than you do in Ladder. 100%, you get way more power Appos. Unless it's like right near the breaking point of a record that you need to qualify. And it depends on who the coach is as well. If you're spinning into a good coach and you want to win the game, you'll power Rappo. But like genuinely in ladder, if you're playing against someone who's not like well known or very good, then you just let badly hurt slide and stuff. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's specifically because like then, like I say, at the end of the day, if either of these guys lose, that's it. They're out. Their whole team is dead anyway. So why not throw an Appo at a KO? But what they're saying is he thought that Andy surfed him rather than powed him. So because he thought Andy surfed him, he Appo'd it to make sure that it was back for this one turn attempts. And there is no one turn attempts. There's just simple. He rolls a one anyway. But yeah, I think this was set up for the what's it called? Is there a one turn? There's not a one turn here, is there? I was just gonna try and kill his runner. That would be hilarious. We just killed his runner last block. Doesn't get the knockdown. Juggernaut. Oh, Lona, you went for the reroll as well. I'm surprised Andy left him there. To be fair, I guess he wants the tackle in the center. But yeah, that was a risky old spot. Didn't even break his armor. I don't think he took that many blocks. To be fair, how many blocks did he take? 8 blocks. Wow. That's amazing. So 22 armor breaks. A lot of these were fouls, and that's in 26 blocks. And what's the removal rate? It's not. Yeah, it's this one, isn't it? Oh, KOs. This is it. 6 KAs, 1 KO. I'm pretty sure the KO he piled on as well, didn't he, and turned it into a KAs? Or does that not count? But yeah, there was a lot more like KOs where he failed dodges and stuff. But yeah, congratulations, Andy. Commiserations, Diomeds. Rough one for Diomed. Definitely a rough one. Like, there were so many things that could have won him the game, and like so many crucial dice rolls that just went badly. But obviously, Andy played it as Andy always plays it really well, and he got the W. So Andy moves on to the semi-final. Diomed's obviously out. Andy's going to face the winner of the next game. So we're just going to do, I think it's Bright versus Mega Bonobo, which is Kemri versus Undead.